All right, welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here, and it has been far too long since we have streamed here on YouTube from Cricket for Americans. Been super busy, but excited for you to join us. No one's in the chat right now. No one's on the stream right now, but I'm sure that'll change shortly. I'm sure you are watching this on the playback. I welcome you, and I appreciate you. The YouTube algorithm, there's a boundary there for Ishan Kishan, who's a monster right now, got his half century already here in Bangladesh, southeastern Bangladesh. And he's got 58 right now. They lost one wicket. It's 83 for 1. The YouTube algorithm has no idea what's going on. Like, these guys are finally deciding to stream. Yeah, I know. But this match started at 6 p.m. my time. It's Friday night. You know I'm not out partying or doing any nonsense like that. So I figured, watch some India cricket. It's been far too long. This has been a rough series. I've been meaning to do some recaps on it, but just been so extremely busy. It's not even funny. But I'm excited to join some of our friends here. And is that going to be, he stopped the boundary. They'll get at least 3 out of it. Will they try to stretch it into 4? No, they'll get 3 out of that. Kishan's got 60 now. He's on a tear. He's on an absolute tear. But I'm excited to have you with me here today on the playback or here live. If you're live, say hello to me in the chat. What's up, G-Teth? G-Teth. Excuse me for that. How are you doing? Love the background there in that selfie. Great photo. Say hi to me in the chat. Say hi to me in the comment section. Don't forget, please, to like. And if you have yet to do so and you're watching our live streams, please subscribe as well. I'd really appreciate that. It's been far too long. Siddhartha, how are you doing? Thank you so much for saying hello in the chat. Good to see you. And Nima, hello. He says, hello, CFA fam, CFam. Hello, everyone. How are you? And I would say this is a decent start for India. Again, there's that man, Mahidi, who owns India. Oh, my gosh, I got to do a deep dive into this guy. Please tell me what you know about this young stud. He's been man the match the first 2 ODI matches in Bangladesh in this ODI series. We got 2 tests coming after this 3rd ODI. Bangladesh has already won the ODI series. They won the first 2 matches. With him being man the match in both matches, that gets away from the fielders from the inner circle there for a single run. Kohli's going to be on strike here, it seems. Or that was Kohli, excuse me. That was Kohli that got that run. Kishan's back on strike. It seems like Kishan's always on strike. But India's getting their butts kicked, and they got Rohit there. They got Kohli there. They had Kohli opening in the last match. I'm not sure where he came in this match. Let's do a little bit of research here. Yeah, so he didn't open. Dewan and Kishan did. Dewan went down to 8 balls from that man, LBW, Mahidi. Man the match, owning the previous matches, bowling and scoring runs. And Kishan kind of just deadens that ball, chops at it like it's a weed at his feet that are bugging him. Gets a single run there. It's now 87 for 1. But this Mahidi kid, tell me what you know about him. Yes, it was the last match he got a century. I thought so. 83 balls. Did fantastic. Okay? Did absolutely fantastic. And then what did he do on the bowling side? I love seeing the Umar Malik. He got 2 wickets. Okay, 2 wickets and a century. That's not too shabby. In the first match, again, he was man of the match again there. In the first match, he got himself a wicket and he scored himself 38. Was he not man of the match in the first match? Maybe he wasn't. Yeah, he was. He was player of the match. So, I mean, he's just kind of been dominating. And he's bowling there right now. Just finished. They survived his 4th over. No wickets lost. He has the only wicket in this match as well. Hello from New Zealand. Hello, Michael. I appreciate you being one of the 10 here. all the way yonder in New Zealand. How are you doing? Wally says, not much said about West Indies versus Australia, of course. You know what? I'm not going to lie. Nice boundary. I'm not going to lie. I have been out of the loop cricket-wise, besides scores here and there. I've been out of the loop in most of what's going on. I'm not going to lie. Okay? All I know is Australia is dominating. I'm looking at the score right now. 511, they declared in their first innings, and now they're just starting their second innings. The session it's the second session of day 3. West Indies got bowled out for 214. Okay. Australia is not doing anything that none of us wasn't expecting. It's the second test. The first test, I don't think it got to a draw, but it got to the 5th day. Yeah. Didn't get to the draw. Got to the 5th day. West Indies was not able to last the whole day. They conceded the loss, and Australia just cooked them. They really did. It could be as bad. Couldn't be, or it could be like England and Pakistan. That's also happening right now. That's in the first session. England in their first innings got 281, got bowled out, and now Pakistan's on their final wicket. Ashraf and Ahmed are just trying to stay alive, so that's going to be finished up, you would assume, unless there's a miraculous kind of finish there. And that series is interesting. A lot of great series with teams I love. I just haven't had time to watch it. Not going to lie. But what was that match where they absolutely obliterated them? Yeah, that match was crazy. The first match, England's put on a 657. I think Riddell told me they had the highest number of runs scored in the first day or in any day ever in tests, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least against Pakistan, or at least to the subcontinent. It was some kind of crazy record like that. Kohli's at strike, and he's going to push that over there for a single, right to the fielder. But then Pakistan came back for a 579, super flat track. England declared. Pakistan put up 268, but they got bowled out. England won by 71. So I've been out of the loop in a lot of matches, not just West Indies versus Australia. India has lost the series. Mahidi is just exceptional in this series. Yes, absolutely. He has been remarkable. I don't know anything about the kid besides he's kicking India's butts. Let's do a little dive on this guy. So he's played some matches. He's 25. He's super young still, but he's been in 35 tests, 67 ODIs. Oh, pull shot there for a 6, baby. Put those 2 hands in the air, and I don't care if you don't wave them. It means 6 off Taskin. Oh, Kishan is tasking right there with the 6. That's his second 6 in about the last 3 overs. Oh, Ishan Kishan loves himself hitting some 6s. I know it's not test, it's ODI, but still, it's the in-between between test and T20. And, man, he crushed that. He hit that at least 15 meters over the boundary line there. Jitesh says Shreyas Iyer has been performing every game recently in ODIs. Yes, he's been performing very well as well. Absolutely. John, hi, Nick. Love to stay, but there's some proper cricket I have to watch. I get it. I get it. CFA Nation, they're torn right now because you got 3 exceptional matches going on with exceptional teams happening. And you probably say Bangladesh exceptional. Look at what they're doing to the big bad India, right? I mean, Bangladesh opted to bowl in this first inning, or in this part right here. Yeah, the first inning of the ODI match. And India's doing pretty well, scoring some runs. Michael, still reeling from us not winning the World Cup. Ha ha. When you say us, what do you mean? You talk about Australia? Because if I'm not mistaken, Australia got bounced out the same round as the U.S. If you're U.S., then the same boat. It absolutely sucks. No one expected the U.S. to win the entire thing, but it would have been fun to go another round. The Netherlands, man, they had some crazy matches today. The Netherlands was almost able to take out Argentina, score the tying goal. Oh, what is he doing? That's going to be a boundary, but man alive, he's just messing around. He's really tasking right there. Yeah, let me know who you're rooting for in the World Cup. But those matches today both went to penalty kicks. Argentina almost got beat by the Netherlands. What's up, Jihan? Nice to see you. Oh, we got a super chat here from Dr. Jihan. Appreciate that, Dr. Jihan. Hey, Nick, remember how India have 4 or 5 teams that could beat any team in the world easy? I never said that. Stop it. Stop it. Were they playing their 6-11 against New Zealand? True story. Us being New Zealand. Oh, that's right. You said that earlier. My bad. Yeah, sorry about that. True story, Jihan. True story. When I saw Sakadisha told me that, hey, you got to talk about this India match. They just lost to Bangladesh. When I saw the score, I thought to myself before I saw anything, I said, oh, it must have been India's J squad out there. All right. It's got to be their J or maybe their G squad. And I saw Rohit and I saw Kohli and I saw Shreyas Iyer and I saw all these names. And I'm like, oh, no, I can't even use that excuse. They just got their butts kicked. They just got their butts kicked. It's as simple as that. There's no excuses I can give. The only thing I can say, Jihan, that might make you feel a little better, and I know will make me feel a little better, is, they don't really get too, psyched up unless they're playing against Australia or they're playing in Australia. What can I say? Those are the only times I get really pumped up. Okay? Other than that, they're on cruise control sometimes. What can I say? So, but, got to take it. Got to take on the chin right now. They're getting their butts kicked. The New Zealand, there was some no results. New Zealand won the one that had a result. I'm going to get too excited about that. They actually tied a 320 match, which I don't know how that happened with the DLS nonsense. Give me a break. And then India won the one there in T20 that had a result. So, what are you going to do? Right? What are you going to do? There wasn't really too much that had a result there with New Zealand. So that one's just, that's a wash or whatever. But this is a serious couple of losses here from Bangladesh. Bangladesh fought in the last match when Mahidi was Superman, for crying out loud. I want to say it was something like 60 or 80 for 6 wickets. Okay, they were done and dusted, as they say. Let me look at this for sure, because it was quite impressive. Bangladesh, they showed up and showed out, as they say. 69 for 6 is what it was. 69 for 6. And then you had Mahmuda, who really put on a show, and then you had Mahidi put on a show. Very impressive. Not what you would expect with having that kind of a lead, so to speak. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the troll. Your Australia's looking pretty good, my friend. Not going to lie. Long time no see. Absolutely, Thunder Hayes. Hey, we got 22 in the chat. Wasn't sure if we get to the 20s. Appreciate everyone. I know there's a lot of cricket going on right now. We'll talk about everything going on as I'm focusing on this India match. Kishan's having a very, very nice day. Love to see that. I've always been a Kishan fan. I've definitely, given him some hard truth as well, but definitely been a fan. The lone wicket does, and I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Please help me with the pronunciation. Mahidi. He's done great. Low economy rate. Got the only wicket. Shakib also has a low economy rate. What else is new there? Nav, yeah, England, they're still in it, baby. Got a big match tomorrow. Huge. Is it tomorrow or they play Sunday? I can't remember. Huge match. And I will definitely be rooting for England in that match. Absolutely. Rochet says India lives rent-free in Jihan's head. Australia fans still recovering. Absolutely, they live rent-free. He's very accommodating. I'm not going to lie. His head's very accommodating to Team India. Portugal versus Argentina file. Yeah. You think that's what's going to be? Portugal, they got Morocco, so you would think. But I had a student who's a fan of Argentina. No, not Argentina. Yeah. He's not a fan of Argentina, but he likes their team. And when Croatia won the previous match, they said, oh, cool. Easy match for Argentina. No. It wasn't Argentina. It was Brazil. That's what it was. Brazil lost to Croatia. He's a Brazil fan. That's what it is. He likes Brazil and Portugal. So he was saying, oh, easy match for us. Didn't work out that way. That one was scoreless until the overtime minutes, whatever they call that, extra time. Crazy matches for sure. Rohit Sharma was with a busted finger, was trying to save face but couldn't do it. I don't know that story. Tell me more, please. I'm not aware of what happened there. I have been really out of the loop, and it's my own fault. It's a 90 partnership going right now, 91 technically. The score is 106 for 1. That is the score going on right now. We got Kohli and Kishan in the partnership. Kishan's at strike. He's got 75 off 66. You got the kids in the stands. They got the face paint, the players' names. Gotta love that. They're enjoying their snow cones, whatever that nonsense was. Balling. Sports Sudan. India have now lost back-to-back series against Bangladesh in Bangladesh. Last one was in 2015 with full squad. Gabe and I just did a video for Cricket Tuesday. Bangladesh are the giant killers. The giant killers in those World Cups. They're not afraid of India. Don't tell them they're afraid. They're not afraid. Brazil deserved to win yesterday. Croatia did nothing but defend and take it to the penalties, which is the only way they could win. Well, they scored in there you go. A boundary for Kishan. He's now at 79. They scored, in those extra minutes there, just like Brazil did. Bangladesh, by the way, had the best ODI win percent. Wow, good for you, Bangladesh. Any Bangladesh fans, say hello in the chat. Let me know if you're a Bangladesh fan. That's awesome. A win is a win. Absolutely. I don't believe in the other nonsense. Why do you got to throw that out there and possibly ruin it? Oh, another super chat here from Dr. Jihan. What does he have to say? Any thoughts? Australia demolition job on England in the ODI series, 3-0 whitewash. And last match, Australia win by 220 wins. Head and Warner went nuts. I hope Gabe was happy. Chandra Paul looks really good at the moment. Demolition job on England. Let me check it out. I thought England... Hold on. I'm thinking of something else. Let me see exactly what you're talking about. Wow, they did play recently. I thought England won one of those. Oh, that was it the T20 matches or something? No, it wasn't. They just played 3 ODIs. Again, out of the loop. I must have been out of the loop since November 17th for Crown. Sister's birthday. What's up, Stephanie, by the way? Out of the loop. Wow. I mean, why does England even go to Australia? What is the point right there? What is the stinking point of them even going to Australia? They don't stand a chance. They're feeling good about themselves. They just won a T20 World Cup like seconds before, okay? Their test squad is doing better besides the Ashes that happened last year. Why do they even go there? Like, do the schedule makers do that so if they ever get too long with feeling good about themselves, we're going to crush them? Very impressive, Dr. Jihan. Always beating up on England like they're your baby little brothers. Oh, and that's it hit the ground first. Great attempt at trying to catch that off Kohli's bat. And the viewer that tried to jinx Kohli, it almost came through there, pal. You better watch yourself. Don't forget to like as you watch yourself. He didn't look like he thought he had caught it. Did they review it? Oh. Not out, and it looks like the umpires are going to go for the review. I don't know if the players did the review, but I think the umpires are looking at it. But appreciate the super chat. Congratulations. I don't have a lot of thoughts, unfortunately, because I wasn't following it. Now that I look at it, I finally remember that I did see that they were playing afterwards, and I'm like, what? They were not playing tests, obviously, because that was the Ashes, but clearly bounced, not out. Thank goodness. But that's rough. Chandra Paul's looking really, really good. Gabe is super excited about that. He talked about it a little bit with our man Biggs in the video that we posted. I'm sure you saw it. But Gabe's super excited about it. And, he's looking for anything, as our West Indies fans, to cling on to as far as glimmer of excitement. V-Rush, what's up? How are you doing? Appreciate that. Maybe the Indian team has caught the football fever for now. Yeah, they're too busy watching the football. Sharma came in at number 9 with a dislocated thumb. And when I did see that he was number 9 in the lineup, I didn't even think twice about trying to figure it out. I thought it was some crazy plan that they had, but that makes sense. And when they needed 9 over, almost got them there. It was brave. He hit 50 off 30 balls. He had 6 off the last ball, but it was a good Yorker. Tough fight there. What's up, Easy Simple Rangoli? How are you doing? Siddhartha, appreciate that. Congrats on signing Bogarts. Yes, you're 6 shortstop. V-Rush, he knows some Major League Baseball. Where's my Padres hat at? Somewhere. I didn't burn it yet, for crying out loud. They made a big deal with that one. I want a pitcher. I want a few of them, actually, in the free agent or trade market. But, yeah, they're looking good. They had a great season last year for their standards, and they're looking good. What's up, Varun, CFA Nation? Hello, everyone. Hello to you. Partner in crime over there on my movie reactions. All of the movie reactions I do in Born Reviews. Varun is responsible for the awesome editing. So if you're like, hey, that's better than what we usually get, it's because of him. Throw him some love if you watch those. What's up, Jack? Congratulations on 500. I noticed it was like at 506 the last I saw. Hi, Nick. Hope you're well. I'm enjoying some Test cricket Australia well on top against the West Indies. If you want me to join, Nick, I'll be more than happy to. Appreciate that. Honestly, I'm not sure how long I'll be on here today. It's, I don't know. What time is it? It's close to 11 p.m., 11:30. Not sure how long I'll stay on, but if I stay on longer, I'll let you know. Appreciate that. These are ICC series. England gets no say in that. Yeah, ICC paid by your friends in Australia. Jack, what the heck are West Indies doing with all those runouts? Oh, no, say it ain't so. West Indies. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. That's going to be in the books, in the paper, on the stats. It's going to be a boundary for Kohli, but that was placed picture perfectly, and I'm not going to say that was on purpose. That was some lucky placement there. Almost could have been a wicket, but it was just placed oh so perfectly. 1, 2. Well, only 2 runouts. You got me excited. Like a Rahani, run out palooza with like 5 or something. Ishan hate is not. It's tough. It's just when you give someone like the keys to the kingdom, so to speak, in some ways, especially with T20, and it doesn't come through. I mean, it's a hard fall from grace. I agree with you. Very, very tough. Yeah, I reckon Chanderpaul was robbed a century. He was fantastic. As usual, I didn't know anything about him. Yeah, he was one of the runouts. He was doing almost like a mini Pujard there with his 102 balls and 47. Wait a second. Sandpaper Gates rearing its head again. Warner's manager has said most of the team knew about it, and Warner's been sold down the river. Of course they knew about it. I mean, you're not going to get that. You're not going to have 3 lone wolves and no one else knows about it. Oh, dearie me, what's going on? Stop it. Of course they knew about it. Appreciate that, Jack. I think I got to all the comments here. Nick, which team are you rooting for to win the FIFA trophy? I got to root for my boys in England. I think that would be awesome. I don't want France just because they won it last time. I always like to have a new winner each time. I don't care if that's lame. I have some recent friends I made at church that are from Argentina. I'm not really rooting for them, but I wouldn't be too mad if they won. And you got to go with the underdogs. The Cinderella story is a Croatia in the world. I don't think Morocco has a snowball's chance, and you know where. Portugal freaking didn't have Ronaldo going, and his backup had a hat trick, for crying out loud. They were really, really strong. Oh, there you go. Smacks that ball. And it's a boundary. Ooh, the fielder tried everything he could, but he put some serious hair on that. Kishan did. And now he's got himself to 84 off Mahidi, the Superman of Bangladesh, who after this over will only have 4 overs left, so they got to survive him for sure. Oh, wow. I think we got a record now. Jihan, 25 minutes. Someone put it down in the CFA record books. The longest that anyone hasn't asked this question. I don't know where Gabe's at. He is he's probably asleep, for crying out loud. This is like one of his few nights off. I decided to jump on like 10 minutes before I jumped on. I did let him know about it, but I haven't got a text back, so he's probably asleep. France is super strong. Absolutely they are. By the way, Nick, in the England bang upset in 2015. Oh, he moves down away from the wicket. Oh, he almost gets caught. I thought that would be a 6. It was almost a wicket. It was dropped. No, it's a drop. That had to be a drop. The announcers aren't sure what's going on. He's acting like, why didn't you call it? It looked like he dropped it. Now that I feel they're saying he caught it. I thought that ball hit the grass. What did you guys see initially? Was that a drop or did he catch that? What do you think from the naked eye without the replay? Umpires are looking at it. You're going to have the umpires do another review. Man alive, make them use some reviews, for crying out loud. I thought he dropped that clearly. He's saying it bounced off his wrists and he still caught it. Either way, this is a huge decision right here. Kishan literally backed away from the stumps to really get into that shot. Didn't have enough wood or something on it because it was about 5 meters too short. Oh, one-handed catch. And he dropped it. It looks like he dropped it. It looks like it hit the ground, and then he's kind of doing one of these. He had it in his hand, his one hand, and then he hits the ground. And after it hits his hand, hits the ground, it does look like maybe it did float up off of his. Oh my gosh, this is close. It looks like it traveled on its own to the top of his wrist. No, it hit. It hit right there. It looks like it hit right there. It looks like it hit right there. I thought it. So he had it in his hand, hit the ground, and then it bounced up. But it bounced up to his other wrist, bounced off of that, and it looks like it touched the ground before he swiped it up. Some dishonesty going right here. I think he's not out. Decision is still pending. I think it's not out. Hit the ground clearly. Yeah. You guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah, not out. How do you guys feel about that? Because there's two train of thoughts. There's two train of thoughts here. How do you feel about that? When you have an athlete who knows what happened, and let's push aside that they didn't know it hit the ground. Stop it. They know what happened, and they try to be dishonest to get advantage. You have it in all sports. I've seen it a million times. I always don't like it, and I get it, goody kind of nonsense, but I always don't like it. I respect someone so much more, like a Sachin who just walks away without really arguing, and so many other great cricketers. That's one thing I love about cricket, where they just walk off knowing they're out without having to fight or whatever. What do you think about those who are being dishonest? And because he was trying to convince, hey, why is that not a wicket? It bounced off my wrist. I'm good. How do you feel about that? Is it okay because it's all in the name of trying to win? Or is it messed up? Because he was trying to deceive the umpires. He was trying to deceive the players. I don't like it either. And there is a slow and a boundary. Ishan Kishan is at 89. 89. Mahidi, this is the last ball of his 6th over. And he has given up 10 already in this over. King Williams will be proud of that claim. Which part? What do you mean? I'll be honest, says Magic. Not in this case, but sometimes athletes in that split seconds just don't even know. I agree. But that's why I'm pushing that argument aside. Not to say that they're gonna review a run out here. I think he was back before anything happened, but it was pretty close, and it definitely hit the stumps. But I'm going to take that argument aside. If they don't really know, then they don't really know. But, I mean, it's right there in front of him. I'd have a hard time because he reacted so quickly. Let's see. Yeah, he's safe by a mile. Safe by a mile. They cut off that guy talking. Root picks the ball off the ground and claims the catch. Labuschagne Lord's 2019 Ashes. Ash, I love how how Jihan has it cited the exact match, and he doesn't just say like what I do, just says something happened. Very nice. Ashwin Klein won that bounce in Perth T20 World Cup, and even Williamson did. It's dishonest, Nick. Absolutely. I agree with that. I don't care if you're for a team that I'm rooting for. I don't care if you're my brother, for crying out loud. Be honest about it. Be honest about it. And the guy that Gabe touts as almost godlike, Derek Jeter, I still remember a game against the Rays where he did that, where it hit the bat, and he claimed it hit his hand for the extra base, and he did the whole acting, the whole football acting, right? Did the whole ow, oh, and he took his base because that was before they had a replay. Didn't even touch his arm. It touched the bat. Yes. Eddie Guerrero mentioned in the chat. As Eddie Guerrero, we used to say, lie, cheat, and steal. I don't like it, but it's human nature. Eddie Guerrero was hilarious. When me and my friends, high school growing up, we play Nintendo 64, the wrestling game, WCW versus NWO. And at that time, Eddie Guerrero was in the WCW. Fantastic wrestler. This was before he got huge on the roids. My friend used to always call him an Eddie Guerrerian because you just can't trust that guy. That's hilarious. Kane recently claimed a catch against Australia, which was clearly he did not catch. Ooh, the great Kane Williamson. I don't like it. I don't like it. Never have. And usually I'm in the minority with that thinking. Usually people think I'm crazy. I'm a leper for trying to be honest about it and not trying to go for the win. Yeah. No, I know. I'm talking about the video game. He came up with that saying, Eddie Guerrerian. So it's just funny that this was mentioned right here. Latino Heat. Are you guys doing the IPL auction stream whenever it happens like the last time? We're planning on it. I think it happens during winter break for us, so we have no excuse not to do it. It is during the holiday week of Christmas, but it shouldn't be a problem. Let me know again if you guys know. I think it's like December 20th, 21st, something like that. Yeah, he crushed some hearts right there. Some people are crying in the corner. Well, yeah, I think we all did at one point. And then you find out that it's fake, and you're like, no, it's not fake. It's real. But then it starts to make more sense. No, you're not alone in that. We all used to think. I would assume we all used to think until a certain age. 30 off 38. Kohli's at strike. Let's get back to this match. It's 132. One loss. 21st over. Sakib is bowling and very economical. Gets a dot there. 5 runs given up in that over. Not his best over, but still. It's pretty in line, pretty on par for his 4 economy rate. Let me go ahead and share my screen here so that we can look at the other live scores. I can go back and forth. Just in case you guys want to watch several matches at one time, I can show it here a little bit at least. So let's have the Australia in the background. Let's see how that looks. That's a little too small for my liking. Nope. I might have to work right there. Sorry, I keep playing around here. We'll just do that for right now. So small, though. Fashion Nova. So you got second session. Australia's leading by 338. I mean, this is the third day, the second session, so they can go the rest of this day, and they can go all of What do you think, Australia fans? Most of day 4, right? At least until you get to the third session, you declare at that point, right? Assuming you haven't lost wickets. When do you declare? I would say the third session of the 4th day, I would declare. Maybe even like 30 minutes into that third session. And another man, this is Boundary City right here. They're scoring a lot on this track here. Against Mahidi, the man, the myth, the legend. Getting roasted. 16 boundaries for 4s. 16 4s. Nice shot by Kohli there. Tries to get a little too fancy with the O-leg. Gets a dot on the next one. I don't remember that in the test, Jihan. I'm not going to lie. But that was a long time ago when I watched that. A long time ago. Even whether it's, fake or real or whatever, a lot of that is real. I mean, it's amazing entertainment. And these wrestlers, they don't just wrestle like when you see them on TV. They're like almost every single day they're on the job. Almost every day. 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. I think, at least at one point, it was like 300 days out of the year they're doing matches. Pakistan 202 all out on another. Oh, no. Let's look at that one now. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to last too long. I'm actually impressed they got another 13 runs from the last time we checked. So now it's lunch break. They're trailing by 79 runs. Okay, Babar Azam does what the captain does, gets a high score, 75. Shakil, 63. Those are your high scores. That was probably a really decent partnership too. But they couldn't get any support for crying out loud. Ashraf was the only guy, and he was last in there forever with Ahmed, trying to make it last as long as possible. Jack Leach, the spitter, is going to eat there in Pakistan for sure. Mark Wood gets some. Joe Root gets 2. Wow. That's impressive. And you got Ishan Kishan, the nervous 90s, is at 95 right now. Century watch there. I wonder how many ODI centuries this guy has. And then the England side, you had Duckett. I'm surprised he didn't get a duck. He didn't duck it. Oh, man, that's so easy right there. Ollie Pope was 60. That's nice to see. Stokesy with 30. Jax with 31. Mark. So a nice little spread around to get the 281. Not a huge score in the first innings, but still not a bad score by any means. Look at that. Abrar Ahmed was 7. Let me guess. He's a spinner. Okay, yeah, he is a spinner indeed. Wow, 7 wickets. That is impressive. And the 22 overs. Almost more than twice as much as anyone else. Man alive. Mahmood is also a spinner. Nawaz, I don't know too much about him. He's also a spinner. Muhammad Ali. Wow, I didn't know he played cricket. Pace. And Ashraf. Pace. So there you have it. Pakistan's bowled out. They trail by 79 runs in the second test. The first test, England won. Oh, that was a nice shot. Could have maybe got a catch, but it really wasn't close. And a beautiful boundary for a cover drive to get him to 40. He is getting to his groove. The announcers just said it. He's been a little too risky with some of the ball placement on his shots and all that, but he's being very strategic with his innings here. He's really putting together a performance. He's taking his time. He's buying his time. He's striking when he wants to. He's not getting impatient. He got a little lucky with that one that was a near catch, but still, I mean, that's part of cricket there. Wow. But don't you think that would really happen? Like, you really want to be that kind of brash about it? Like, oh, we're good. We're good. We don't need to worry about it. Let's go back to Australia there since that one's at lunch break. They now lead by 344. They still haven't lost a wicket yet. Uzi and Wana is in there. Brian Lara faced Rashid Khan in the nets. That's pretty cool. Ishan Kishan, he's at 96 now. Nervous 90s. He's on century watch. And he's done this with now, what does that say? 83 balls. We're in the 23rd over here. Saqib is bowling. India's got 146 for 1. Only lost 1 wicket. Very, very important. Beautiful partnership here. Kohli goes for 1. So now you got Kishan on strike. A boundary will get him a century. 1 ball less from Saqib. And he gave a boundary in this over. Before that, he was only allowing 4 each over. What's up, Vignesh? Nice to see you. It's been a long time. I'm on live, too. Jeez Louise. You and me both. I want to say Gabe has done the last 2 by himself, if I'm not mistaken. So I think the last one I was on, maybe the last 3. It might have been since September since I was last on here. I'm not going to lie, the end of September. Of course, my game is pausing right here, freezing for a second. Brian Lara, absolutely. It's fantastic. I mean, what else is new? They do good. They beat a big team or a big name, and then they do this kind of nonsense. They're playing a lot better today. I'm not going to take anything away from Bangladesh. I'm really not. To Jihan's point, the last match was super, super close in a lot of ways. Probably should have been India's win if you don't have the heroics of the bottom end guys really putting those that great partnership together. Mahidi getting the century. And, broken finger by Rohit, like Jihan said. I didn't know this. So I'm not going to take any credit. Still battled, got his 50, but it just wasn't enough. Hey, Nick, do you think cricket needs an offseason like in other sports? Too much of – absolutely. 100%. 100%. The problem is cricket has created this monster where you have the 3 formats. We're not going to include T10 or T5 or like that. You have the 3 main formats. And you have the domestic leagues. Oh, and there's a century. Kishan gets it. He gets the century. 101 for Kishan. Get that century right there in ODI. Boom. Say that to all the detractors. Say that to all the haters right there. Show them who you are. There it is. 100. Let's see how many centuries he has in ODI. He's only played 10 ODIs. This is his first. Wow. This is his first international century ever. He had that 199. He doesn't have one in the IPL either. This is his first, we'll call it professional century. Wow. 21 T20 international matches, 450s. 10 ODI matches, 450. Now, to be honest, with ODIs and T20, 31 matches is now his 32nd, but still, first century. Yes, and he loves it. There you go. Celebrate. No milkshakes tonight, my friend, or maybe you will with the celebration. Who knows? I appreciate CFA Nation watching whatever match they want to watch, but still hanging out with me here and commenting below. I really do appreciate that. Vignesh got married December 4th. That was 5 days ago. Send him some love. You got married the day before my son's birthday, so I appreciate you allowing him to have, the limelight there, so to speak. Another reason why I've had a hiatus here from live streams. I got a lot of birthdays with my kids in the end of November, beginning of December. But congratulations. Everyone give a shout out to Vignesh in the chat there. And now Ishan Kishan's at 106. Man, he's just crushing it. Now it's going to be exciting to see what he can do. It's still early. They're not at the halfway point right now. Can he get a double ton? First 100 for India. There you go. That's a good way to put it. Oh, that's right in the air. Oh, bounced about 4 meters in front of the fielder. I thought that was going to be an easy catch. Ishan Kishan survived that one. You're welcome. That's big news. It's been 5 days, my friend. Have you gotten yourself in trouble already? Let me know. And if you did, I got some advice for you. Oh, Ashwin, come on, man. Why you got to be like that? You got to understand. I know you're, joking around here, but you got to understand. When that man gets married, okay, and that woman gets married, those jokes, that's off limits. Like, you can't even go there. Like, it's just, boom, off the market. Both of them are off the market. Not even a chance. How dare you? Top scores for Ishan Kishan. 93 was his previous top score. Other than that, he hadn't gotten the 60s. 107 so far today. Huge, huge. Take an opportunity with both hands. Nice. It's all good. I'm sure you're joking. I'm sure you're joking. Looking forward to a 3-0 whitewash, Nick? How dare you? How dare you? Speaking from personal experience, got Night 29 in the chat. Oh, we had it for a second. Don't forget the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Ishan Kishan just got a century, baby, and we watched it here live. Watched it live. He says, hang in there. It will not get easier, but you will get tougher. Oh, man. I think we need Varun to get on the couch here. I think we got to get Varun on the couch for sure. Nice. Nice little, like, sideways helicopter shot almost. That was interesting. From Kohli, he's at 47. Now he's 3 away from a half century. It's important after Pont says that he is too young and people should judge him at 32 to Harsh Bogley. Do nothing for months and not leave their positions in team. Yes. He said he was too young and they should wait to judge him at 32. That's just excuses. You get the opportunity. Oh, little reverse action there. Ishan Kishan, why don't you calm down? Don't get in that pomp mode. He did a reverse sweep action. It was one of the ugliest reverse sweeps I've ever seen in my entire life. And now he's dancing in the crease to hit it as a dot right back to the bowler. That reverse sweep was so ugly that his helmet went like sideways after he took that. Oh, and he crushes that one. That's a moonshot. Oh, into the stands. Ishan Kishan, oh my gosh. Him and Pont are so similar. It's scary as an India fan. They're so scary to watch, but man, when they're cooking, it also is so much fun. Gosh, he destroyed that. Oh man, that was a big boy shot. Jeez, his third 6. Oh, he's stepping up diagonally in the crease. He is stepping up diagonally into the crease and keep swinging. You might give him a cold. Jeez Louise. If you're talking about this series, Jihan, this is not going to be no whitewash. I feel very confident in India's chances here. You would think they're going to get at least a 3, maybe 350, which is not impossible to not chase that. I'm not saying that, but they're off to a good start. We already got to that one. When was the last time West Indies won 3 games in a row? Ooh. In the CPL? In the CPL was the last time. Sorry. Couldn't help myself. Varun needs your advice. I hung out with a lady and now it burns. I don't understand I don't understand. Oh, I don't even want to think about what you're saying there. He gave an interview to Harsha Bogli. Linda got mad at him, said he is just 24, etc. Don't see my stats and judge me at 30, 33. It's funny since by that age, Kohli probably had all the records broken. Yeah. If he said that, I don't know about that. I don't know what he's getting at. That sounds like excuses, but maybe I'm not understanding it correctly. Dr. Jihan with another super chat here says Australia bowling attack is the first in Test history to have 4 bowlers with over 200 wickets each. Cummins, Hazelwood, Stark, and Lyon. 150 years of Test history. Oh, take that in your 150 years, because Kishan gets another 6. 120 now off 94. No, they're just bowling right where he wants it. 120 runs. That's super impressive, though, Jihan. I mean, those 4 guys, I mean, you got to be kidding me. After, Australia had the likes of McGrath and Warren and who am I missing? I mean, so many other guys I can't even think about right now. And now they have these 4 guys. Australia, they can always get those pacers. They can always get those bowlers. It's, I mean, they're able to do it. They're able to find the guys that excel in their own conditions and excel in other conditions. Those 4 guys are monsters. Those 4 guys, that's a tall order every time. That's what makes them such a behemoth at home, that if you beat them, it's always an upset because they had those 4 guys in their corner. I did not realize they all had at least 200 wickets each. That is extremely impressive. First time in Test history. I like also how Kohli is not even wasting any time. He's just taking the singles whenever he can, get Kishan back on strike, and just ride it. Just ride this horse as long as possible. Been on this long enough. Let's go back to Australia, West Indies. The Australia team has still yet to lose a wicket. Uzi's already at 41 very, very quickly. Everyone else is playing Test. India's playing ODI, or are they playing T20 for crying out loud? Jeez Louise. Oh, ball came right there, almost like a Yorker. Kohli was able to get some bat on it. Again, another single run, rotate the strike, give Kishan that chance. Aerodot's already given up 8 runs. It was an error to put him in there. It's an error, and he did not get a dot. Oh, man. And Bogley was not even trying. Thanks for the super chat. Bogley was not even trying to start a controversy. Pont was just showing his frustration at wrong place, at wrong person. I feel bad for Harsha. Sometimes you're facing fire. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. I wasn't sure if it had enough because you're at that direct cover spot right there, deep cover. Another 6 for Ishan Kishan. Is that his 5th? I think that's his 5th. Oh, my. Yeah, that's his 5th. Oh, man. 14 runs on 4 balls. What an error from Aerodot. It is not the era of dots when he's bowling. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's Ibadot, not Aerodot. Ibadot. Oh, man, that's too bad. That name just writes jokes itself. 127. And he is just, I don't think he's lost a sweat. Not one sweat tear from his face has dropped yet. But yeah, when you're that interviewer and you're asking questions, when you're trying to get under their skin, it takes a lot of guts to do that. But if you're not and you're just asking questions, obviously you found a pressure point. That's tough. Which 4 players from India ODI team would you have in the USA team? I'd have Kohli, Pandya, Jadeja, and Bumrah. That's an absolutely great list. That's an absolutely great list. Would I take any of those guys out? I mean, Jadeja and Boomer's always injured, for crying out loud. Always. But hard to argue with that. I'm thinking. I would hate not to, not to put Sky on any list. Does Sky play much ODI? That is something I don't know. He hasn't been on the roster on the 11 for this series. Does he just not play too much ODI? Huh. I mean, that's a great list right there. Was it fair to blame Siraj in the last game for facing a maiden over? I don't know. I don't know the story. Again, I have not been following. Full disclosure, I've not been following a lot of cricket. I've been looking at scores, and I've been so entrenched in other things, I don't know. Typically, I'm on my game. I know what you're talking about. I don't. Players play with a different confidence once they cross the nervous. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure once you hit that 100, then it's just house money. And that goes over the fielders' heads. No one's going to get it. Another boundary. He's at 132. And he hasn't even got to his 100th ball yet. Kohli's sitting at 48. This is the next over. So Eva Dot mercifully ended that over. What's up, RK? You're missing Brett. Yeah, Brett Lee. I knew there was someone. Thank you. Gillespie, Damian, Fleming, and Dennis Lee. Oh my gosh. Is this like instant replays that we're watching right here? Another 6. 6 sixes. Not in one over, but 6 sixes. I'm not losing my voice, but I can feel it getting super dry. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's raining 6s. That ball got under his bat, but it still is going to be not a boundary. Will they try to stretch it out to 2? Yeah, Kohli looks a little tired. I'm not going to lie. Ishan Kishan is just insane. Jeff Thompson, absolutely. I know the names of Lily, Fleming. Don't know about Damien. Not going to lie. Oh! Did he do it again? Another 6. Oh, my gosh. Not as far as the other ones, but still 10 meters over the boundary. He's at 146 on 101. 146. His previous high was 93. He's got a half century more than that. He's going to get the double ton. Could he challenge? Oh, no. Deadens that. Right when I say double ton, nope. It lands. It's fine. Could he challenge Rohit and the 264? I'm going to stay on streaming as long as he's batting. This is insane. Jump on the stream. Comment about this performance. Kohli's on strike. More than likely, he'll rotate the take. Well, this is the end of the over. So Kohli gets the single, but he'll be back on strike for the next over. And that over relinquished 10, 18, 20 runs. Because of Ishan Kishan, and mostly Ishan Kishan, the last 2 overs. Where is it at? Am I that far behind? No. This thing is behind. Yeah, this thing is behind. I was going to say, am I that far behind? Jeez Louise. What is going on here? Why is this thing so far behind? Quick info sometimes. I want to say the last 2 overs, it's been, okay, so that was 15 runs and then 20. 35 overs, 35 runs in the last 2 overs. Man alive. What? They're showing the Sri Lanka Premier League, but not this match? That's too bad. It's 205 for 1 in the 28th over. The 28th over just started. Kohli's on his half century, and he gets it. Half century for Kohli. If he was Jadeja, he'd be busting out Excalibur. 65th half century for Kohli. Kohli's excellence tour continues here in 2022. Has Kohli gotten a century? I want to say he finally got a century. Am I wrong about that? He did in T20, right? Yeah, he got a T20 century. Is that a 6? I thought that was a boundary. Another 6 for Ishan. He's at 153. 1.5 tons. Wow. 212 for 1. Yeah, in T20 he did, but not in ODI or Test. In T20, who would have thought that's when he get his first century? And that was here in 2022. So can he do it again? And Kishan's going to get a boundary. Another 4. Oh, my goodness. Kohli may not be able to get to that century mark in ODI. This is an amazing partnership. 201 partnership. This is a beautiful partnership. Kohli is not being greedy. He's letting Ishan Kishan do what Ishan Kishan does. He's saying, it's you. This reminds me of the Laker days when you had Kobe, and Kobe got in that hot streak, and the players knew, feed Kobe, and he would say, give me the ball right now, because he would drop 12 in a row. He gets so hot. Now, that's an exaggeration. Oh, that's an exaggeration, probably like 6 in a row, but still, when he get on those streaks, 6 in a row, misses shot, 5 in a row, misses shot, 4 in a row, those are so beautiful. I don't know if you're judging the team solely just on row hit, but I mean, maybe. Indian team, I've noticed, has taken a nosedive with regards to fitness, except Kohli. Yeah, he's a monster. Feels like everyone goes to an all-you-can-eat buffet. We got 30 in the chat. That's our high number so far. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you're thinking on this beautiful day here. I'm going to try to reset my stream because I feel like I'm behind just a little bit. I'm ahead of Crick Info, so that's always good. So we'll see. Commercial was loud. Jeez Louise. We just finished 28 overs. We are past the halfway point. 217 for 1, as you can see right there on the screen. Let's see what the update is here with Australia, West Indies. Ooh, Australia lost their first wicket. Warner goes down, and it just happened. It literally just happened. Look at that hat, that Street Fighter hat. I almost bought that for myself. Ken is my favorite in the Street Fighter series. Roston Chase bowls out Warner. Oh, Yorker. That Kishan's able to dig out of the ground somehow for a single. He's got a smile on his face. He's just having that kind of day. Roston Chase on his first ball in this innings gets a wicket. You'll take those numbers. Warner, 28 runs, 36 balls. They just lost their first wicket. They need 9 more to lose. They're leading by 374. This match is what they call OV, ladies and gentlemen. OV. He wants 2. He wants 2. Kohli, no, he's going to get 1. That was interesting. Why choose to run at that time? That was interesting. He really wanted to push that second run. Ishan's like, are you kidding me? I've been carrying the whole team. I got 159. You want me to run right now? Get out of here. Sit back, legend. Sit back. Kohli, best player to play with if you strike. He does that very well. Yeah, he's doing it fantastic. I've noticed the greats are able to notice that, and they're able to play with that. Ego aside, let's play for the team. And I feel like that's probably very true about Kohli in this stage of his career. Not to say he wasn't before. He's going to steal a run right there. Great field just to stop it, but he allowed a run. Was going to possibly be a dot. Wasn't hit too far. But I feel like he's at a point where, like, he's lost the captaincy, right? In all formats in IPL. Doesn't care about the nonsense. He just wants to win. He wants the country pride, and he wants to lead his team. Not at all, Nick. Pont doesn't look in good shape compared to his young IPL. But was he ever really in great shape? True, he's probably put on an extra 10 pounds since then, but was he ever in great shape? And that's not me, hate on the guy. Oh, wow. Kohli, beautiful cover shot again. When have we seen that before? He's now at 55. And this partnership keeps cruising. 209 and 148. Man alive. Sad thing is Kishan can do all that, and then he scores total 50 next to him. It's true. If Gabe was here, he'd be saying that same thing. But Gabe's not here, so we're going to focus on the positive, baby. He's got 150 plus, 160, excuse me. And he's going to be on strike next. Kohli had a nice over so far in those 5 balls. Got himself 8 runs. Worst is Pont. Yeah, I mean, it's tough talking about weight. Gabe and I have really been putting our health first, especially Gabe. Gabe's gone nuts. He's really inspired me to put my health first. And so, it's tough when you talk about health when you're in a better place, like where I am at right now. I'm not like 6-pack or anything like that, but I'm in a much better place than I was for, the last 15 years or so. That ball didn't get caught. That ball had so much backspin to it, and the fielder's right here, and the ball's going like this and goes over his head. It wasn't that close, but it was still pretty close. And another boundary. But it's tough talking about someone else's fitness when maybe you're in a better place. It just sounds judgmental. The more you bulk up, it's hard to have a good bat flow. Same thing in baseball. That's why you don't see a lot of guys in baseball getting jacked. I mean, you can get jacked, right? You can, and then you can hit those home runs. But usually those are the guys in the 90s. They were doing the roids, the 2000s. But a lot of times, even if you're heavy and you lose a lot of weight in baseball, it messes up your swing. It messes up your flow, as you're calling it, but it messes up your swing and your mechanics of it. And it takes even the best Major League Baseball hitters day in, day out to try to find that perfect swing. You put on a lot of weight, you lose a lot of weight. Whatever it is, it shifts. It makes it very different. You got to find your swing again. So the best thing you can do is try to stay within 5-10 pounds. Don't go any more than that. Maybe no more than 5 pounds. Do you think MLC can garner any attention with the American audience, or will it go bust? Major League Cricket, great question, V-Rush. Gabe and I are going to try to be there for that first match in July, I believe it is, in Texas. I think it won't happen in a season. It'll be a small ripple, but I think it will be a ripple. I don't think it will go bust. It doesn't have any other cricket competition, really, for it to go bust. But it's not going to have huge numbers. But if you have a crazy match at the beginning of the season, it's going to hit the sport networks. They're going to talk about it. And that'll be exciting. Oh, my gosh. Kishan again. He says, give me 170. Another 6. How much is that for him? 7 or 8? Is that his 7th or his 8th? We're going to find out in just a second. My goodness. Another super chat from Jihan. Appreciate you, my friend. The upsets reaction. South Africa lost to Zimbabwe in 99. Oh, our reaction on Cricket Tuesday. Got it. Bangladesh in 2007. These were upsets, but their chokes are just ridiculous. Against West Indies, 96. 1 out of 4 Australia, 99 semifinal tie, Sri Lanka 2003 tie, and New Zealand 2015 semi. Jihan loves the South Africa choking. He loves to troll South Africa. Kishan's at 178, 171, and Kohli's on strike with 57. Mahi's looking for a second wicket. Not going to get on that ball. That's a single by Kohli. He's at 58 now. I love Jihan and how much he loves the choking from South Africa. That was a video, if I'm not mistaken, that you had requested or we had one previously. It's sad when a team chokes consistently. That is my Chargers in football, in the NFL. I know very few people in this chat care about the NFL. Straight back over the fielder, through his hands. I'm not sure if it got through his hands. But there's a 4 for Kishan. 175. Oh, my gosh. He's going to get double ton. He's going to get 200. But you have those teams, the Chargers, they call it charging it up. It's what they call their choking. It's absolutely crazy. And it's so sad. You know it's going to happen eventually, even with your best teams. Oh, my gosh, going the opposite way. Kishan gets a 4 the opposite way. Technically a cover drive, but it had a more sail to it than a straight grounder there. But it is crazy, Jihan. It's sad. I feel bad for the South Africa fans. I'm not going to lie. But it's uncanny. I was waiting for Bosball from England, but Kishan here doing Pont things. Yeah, he is. Absolutely. England, Pakistan, they're out of lunch. England is now batting. Yeah, I forgot about Bosball, huh? Since this is test. Good call. Crawley and Duckett. Is he going to duck it? Is he going to duck it? Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. He bowling over so far. So there's that score as that gets going. Kohli cover drives are a bliss to watch. They are beautiful. Ishan Kishan's wasn't as beautiful, but we'll take it. KL Rahul should take some time off. I don't know about that. Yes, he should take some time off, but I don't know if it's going to help him. This guy is born and bred for the IPL, not for captaincy, and I hate to say it, but not for international play. He'll have some good matches, and you're like, okay, now we can breathe. We got the right guy in there. But he's not the guy you want in there. I'm sorry. He's not going to be a consistent force. You definitely don't want to take him to a World Cup for the ODI World Cup. You don't want that to happen. The moment's just too big. I've lost all faith, if you haven't noticed, in KL Rahul. All faith. I am off the KL Rahul train. I don't want to see him near the ODI team. Keep him for T20. Keep him for IPL. Don't ask him to captain anything. I should have known better when I was getting a lot of love for LSG, knowing he was their captain. Pakistan made flat track in first test, but lost. Now in second test, they made turning track, but on the way to lose again. India does that too. They try to, tailor the track the way they want it to go opposite what happened bad from the previous match when they're in India. They've been on that wrong end of bad luck too. Dot ball there. Mustafa. We got a fizzy lifting drink sighting here. This is his 4th over ball. Don't know why I haven't noticed him earlier. Kishan's at 179. Kohli's at 59. They're cooking in this partnership. This is now the highest individual score for India versus Bangladesh in ODIs. Ishan Kishan's 179 is the highest ever for India against Bangladesh. Get that time off when he will be getting married. Take a long extended honeymoon. Kishan gets a boundary right behind him there. 183. He's constantly played for a couple of years with no break. Oh, going back to the question, should cricket have an offseason? Yes, they should absolutely have an offseason. And this is the way I would see it being done, which you'll never do because money talks. You have your players that play the international schedule, and then you have a separate group of players that play the domestic leagues. Okay? You separate them. And these players commit for a year at a time. So if Kohli wants to take a year off of the IPL, a year off whatever, well, IPL is the only one he can go to, then he takes a year off of that and he focuses just on international. If he wants to do some domestics to make some money for his family, he takes a year off the international. And, maybe you can throw some, if it's a World Cup year, you can have an opportunity to come back in. But you've got to separate the two so that you can have an offseason, so you can rest the body, you can rest the mind, you can spend time with the family, you can lay on the couch, you can lay in bed, do whatever you want to do, for crying out loud. I think they need to have an offseason. It only makes sense. Oh, nice. And is that a 6 or was that a 4? I think that was a 4. That was a 4. Oh, what was this from the umpire? I've never seen that before. Little spirit fingers horizontal. Gets the 4. It was close to a 6, I want to say. Let's see. Where did it bounce? Nice look at the wrist. Nice imitation of Sky right there. And, yeah, no, it landed easily for a 4. Good call, umpire. But that's what I would say as far as the offseason for cricket. Let me know what you think about it. These guys got to get rest so that they're in their tip-top shape for when the World Cups happen, for when those big tournaments happen. Here's Fizzy, his last ball of the over, and Kohli lost sight of it. He doesn't know what to do. Oh my gosh, that was dangerous. Kohli more than hesitated once. Oh my gosh. He deaded the ball right behind the stumps. It just sat there a few feet away from the stumps. He got caught in, not even the middle, just a few steps from the crease. And instead of running back, I think he saw that Kishan was coming towards him. He decided to bail out Kishan, and he kept running. Kishan got back. They tried to kick the ball at the stumps. Missed it. That could have been super dangerous. Kishan's at 184. They're taking a little break right here. Kohli's at 64. He was injured after this year IPL. Made a comeback in Zimbabwe series. Will Bangladesh win? I don't see it. You think they're going to win this match? Not the way it's starting off. Yeah, I remember that. But injury. Thanks, RK. Still recovering and training. Not a proper break. South Africa choking is part of cricket entertainment. What's wrong with you, man? But it's also kind of sad. It is absolutely sad. Because you think after the ultimate choke in 99, they'd have gotten over it, but it carries on the next generation. It's a stigma. Again, I'm going to keep bringing up the Chargers. It's part of the culture. It doesn't matter how many different players you bring in. It lingers. It's a curse. It lingers with that team forever until you're able to break it. I have seen in professional sports, teams break the curse. The Red Sox, after 86 years, broke the curse of the Bambino. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. The White Sox broke their curse of 87 years, I think it was. It wasn't even a curse, but their losing streak. They won a championship. Or was it 84 years? It was a lot. The Cubs broke the century curse of the Billy Goat, and they won a World Series. You can do it, but it's hard to get over that hump. But once you get over that hump, like the Seattle Seahawks in the NFL, they could never win it. They finally won it. Then they went back a few years later, lost it, but they went back, and they were perennial playoff teams. Reminds me of Deccan Chargers. Is NFL and rugby the same? No, not even close. Just like Aussie rules and rugby is not the same. Very, very different. But I can see that some of the similarities where you would think that. Honestly, for me, these bilaterals, I don't care who really wins. Just need to get team and combinations right and prepare for World Cup. Absolutely. England have a license to go nuts with Bosball now. Pakistan have to bat last. You can let Mark Wood get 37, then collapse and be injured for the next 3 series. We'll love to see that. IPL specialist, love it. Yes, I'm serious. Appreciate that. I think the Indian team is more fit than we give them credit. Kohli being in such great shape is a model. Good point about the Chargers choking like South Africa and Sally like my Yankees. Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate the love. I appreciate you know what I'm kind of talking about there because unfortunately it is true and it's sad. But you can't say like your Yankees. I get what you're saying because as the Yankees fan, you had 26 championships by 2000. 2000. Yeah, 2000. 26 championships by 2000. That's just insane. You've had one since then. That was in 2009. That was 13 years ago. But it's still not the same. It's been a bad stretch recently, especially you having to see the Red Sox win 4 the time you've won 1. But it's not nearly the same. Look at my Padres, for crying out loud. They haven't won a championship once. Hey, Nick, Chargers were initially based in San Diego. Why did they make a move? Great question. They were in San Diego forever. Forever. They just moved, 4 or 5 years ago. It's because they have the worst owner in the NFL. Maybe one of the worst owners in professional sports. Dean Spanos, his dad bought the team, loved the team, treated the team really well. He's taken over since his dad's health declined and his dad eventually passed away. And he's an idiot. He's an absolute moron. Doesn't know what he's doing. No idea. The Padres, they convinced the city to build him a stadium and all this kind of stuff. They did that. The previous Padres owner screwed the city by not holding his end of the bargain. And so they said, that's it. We're not going to build any more stadiums for any teams here. The Chargers were mad about that. Dean Spanos refused to pay any portion of any amount to build a stadium. And so in LA, the Rams, they moved from St. Louis to LA. Their owner built a stadium, got funding, but also put some money into it. And so they got a sweetheart deal from the NFL to pay a very small portion of the amount, and they could play their home games there, and that would be their stadium. That was in LA. That's the only reason why they moved, because the owner was cheap, and the owner didn't want to build a stadium. The owner didn't care about the fans, and unfortunately, Charger fans, they're fickle. They didn't come with them. Pakistan are way too defensive, producing these pitches to avoid losing. They're getting what they deserve. Ooh. Oh, my. England's already lost a wicket, though. It wasn't Duckett. Crawley lost his wicket right now. My gosh, I keep going to it right when it happens. A run out of all things. An underarm flick. A run out by Crawley. That ain't too pretty. Let's see how the Australia match is doing. Oh, they lost the second wicket. Uzi's out. Did that just happen? No, it's happened for a little while now. When did that happen? Oh, it happened right after Warner's wicket. 2 wickets in the same over. And nice little shot there by Kohli. He's at 68. That is a great shot. Kishan's at 184. Takes that for another cover drive. I call that statuesque. Gets that bat right at his waist and just scoops it in the air, and it does the rest. He scoops it and he slices it. I don't know what those shots are called, but that's how I'm going to describe it. So Roston Chase, he got a wicket on his first ball. He got a second wicket on his third ball. That's pretty good numbers, I'm not going to lie. 3 overs, 2 wickets in total so far. Wow. Can Ishan, that's what I was asking. Can he do it? He's going to get 200. I think so. And that 264 looks very much in range. But I don't want to get too excited and then jinx him. Love from India. Appreciate that, Sandeep. Jihan says, if Australia are full strength at the Ashes, I think it's their best chance. Supposedly most successful attack in Test cricket, and Marnus, Smith, Uzi, runs should be enough. Oh, man, that is short, but it gets away from anybody. Another boundary from Kohli. He really got high. Maybe not that high, but he got pretty high with his shot there. He's at 72. Now he's starting to get going. He's smelling his century. Can we get the first Kohli century? That was not a T20. An ODI century in quite a long time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but ODI was his bread and butter most of his career. 30 in the chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe. 400 might now be on the cards. But going back to Jihan, I am trying. I'm going to say it right now for the 30 in the chat. I am trying to get tickets to the Ashes. I am trying. I I'm taking Jody to the UK during that time, specifically, hopefully that we can get some kind of tickets. I don't care where they're at, where the seats are at. Is that going to be one or two? Just a single. I did this stinking ballot lottery nonsense. Me and Ajah both tried. We didn't get tickets that way. So now we got to wait for the next round and try to get tickets. I so desperately, and we're talking about Lords, I so desperately, I think it's the second test, want to get Ashes tickets to that second test at Lords. So desperately want to go to a match. That would be like a dream come true. Because of that, and because I root for England, I got to say, not so fast, Jihan. You're right. It probably is their best chance, but England's got to show something. They've got to show something in the Ashes, especially the debacles that's happening in Australia. The thing with IPL is that unlike MLB or NFL, fans don't have that strong connect with IPL teams. So if big superstars don't play, fans simply won't show up. I haven't got a chance to see it yet because of the COVID and the limited numbers that's in the air. It's going to be saying, oh my gosh, that's got to be the sixth ball that went straight in the air, or not straight in there, but went in the air for a good amount of time that I thought for sure was going to be a wicket, but the fielders just weren't around it. These two guys could each be out twice, but they're being fortunate. No man's zone. India, Australia, absolutely. That's going to be fantastic. Unless Australia demolish South Africa and gain some confidence, I can't see them beating India. Only Smith can play spin well. Against spin well. Not convinced by Uzi, Warner, Head, or Green. Oh, yes, Jihan. Getting nervous, getting nervous with India. You know how they own Australia. We'll see how that goes. That's a good suggestion for giving cricket players a break, but that would happen if you and Gabe were running cricket since money runs things. Absolutely. I hear you about the Yankees compared to Chargers. Absolutely. It'll never happen because of money. Never, ever, ever. Unless the cricket boards forced it, just like the BCCI forces India players out to go to any other domestic leagues. That's money out of their pockets. I think it could happen, but it's not going to. Ashes tickets are way easier to get in Australia because MCG is 100,000 per 60,000. Adelaide 50,000. Yeah, how much does Lord's sit? But I mean, I thought for sure we were going to get tickets because we did it months in advance, back in like October or something like that, October 10th or some nonsense. We didn't hear until over a month later that we didn't get them. But Ajah said there's still a chance. That would be a dream come true. My first international cricket match, well, away from U.S., and it's at Lord's in the Ashes? Stop it. And I would go just for a day. I wouldn't be able to go for the whole 5 days. My wife would kill me. Uzi Jihan isn't he a good spin player? I'm not sure about in India. Nick, you will have to live until the 50th over as Kishan is not getting out. Have to be live. I'm going to do it. I'll stay live. Last time when I said it was 11:30, I was already feeling a little tired. I'm feeling the adrenaline with what Kishan and Kohli's doing. I want to see Kohli get to a century. I want to see Ishan get to a double century, if not the record. Luckily, I got nothing to do tomorrow for the first time in forever. Oh, looked like he was going to go up the crease. Kishan did, and then he just kind of stopped and just flicked the bat there. Gets a single run. He's at 187. Fizzy's in the middle of his fifth over. Getting up 30 runs so far. Not too bad. 0 wickets. Oh, no. You got Modest and Stephen Smith both with over 100 strike rate in a test match. Boss ball that. Oh. Saves the boundary. They'll get at least 2. Maybe 3. Nope, 2. 2 on that. England's 15 for 1 loss. 19 for 1 loss. They just got a boundary. Australia's 125 for 2. Oh, got a quick single there. It wasn't really a close for a run out, but it was too close for comfort. I'm rooting for the Kohli century. The good news about Padres is they have an owner in Seidler who is willing to spend, as evident in Xander signing. Lords has seen of 31,000. Man, I know it's like the cathedral, but come on, 21,000 or 31,000? You kidding me? Thanks for the information there. Yeah, Peter Seidler is amazing. He is absolutely an amazing owner. He's so much fun for a Padres fan. Small market team, small media market. Previous owner, the guy that lied to the city of San Diego, John Moores, was garbage, and he was going through a divorce, so he didn't want to spend any money. He didn't want to make any money either. And then this management group, corporation comes in. Seidler is a finance guy in his other life. He's been fantastic. Spending money like it's going out of style. He just wants to win, and I love that. Okay, well, they're not matching with his jersey. Let's keep that going, right? I'm going to take the headphones off for a few minutes, give my ears a little bit of a break. Are my ears just too big? Because if I wear headphones for too long, they get a little sore. Is that a common thing? Or are my ears too big? Okay, you got Taskin. Task with the hard order here to try to break up this partnership. Ishan Kishan will swing at anything, and I mean anything. I get an ad out in the middle of nowhere. That's kind of weird. I wish Judge would have signed with me both. Me and you both would have loved to see the look on Gay's face. Are you kidding me? I would have loved to see that too. They didn't even have any money to afford Judge, but they gave him the offer. I would have loved to see that. Kishan's at 192. I think I just missed a boundary. My thing went to commercial. England have small crowd capacities. The biggest grounds for crowd capacity are in Australia and India. How dare they? Ooh. 100,000 is insane for a cricket stadium. We have some football, NFL football stadiums in college that are 100,000. That's just crazy, and they sell them out too. It's all about popularity. It's all about, can you fill them? Does England not think they can fill a 50,000 stadium? 100,000 is insane. That is impressive. MCG, for crying out loud. Well, see, I appreciate that, Ratchet, but I have my Beats over there, the studio Beats, which are the biggest ones they make. And those ones do the same thing. Oh, and there is a boundary. How much to the century? A boundary for Kohli of 4. No one's even near that nonsense. Taskin he needs to get out of it. They got to find someone else. Do they have someone else that can bowl some overs? He's just getting crushed. Kohli, another boundary for him. Buy Skull Candy Crushers. I do. I have that I have those headphones downstairs actually. I'm not rich, but I like to buy different types of headphones to see which ones I like the most. And I do have those exact ones. I know they're Crushers because on my Bluetooth it says Crusher. The Skull Candy type. I use that for the gym. My beats were the gym ones, and they started breaking down a little bit, so I decided to use them for recording. Jody uses those when we record. And the other ones are for the gym. They look nice, too. They're comfortable. But I don't wear them too long. I'm not at the gym. I'm at their tops hour, 20 minutes. Maybe an hour and a half. But I don't think I've noticed it hurting too much. So there you go. And not a boundary, but not a wicket either. Kohli gets to 82. These ones are kind of nice, though. These are Sony's. I got them for like $50, and I've had them for years, since the beginning of YouTube for me. So about 3.5 years. They work perfectly fine. Not even the little foam things have fallen off. They've been a nice little buy. I'm not going to lie. They're not anything fancy. Okay. They don't even collapse or anything like that. But very, very nice. I do like them. But they are small. They're absolutely small. But these have been with me like the entire YouTube journey. And they even have a scratch on them, for crying out loud. Here's Taskin. And the ball is in no man's land for a boundary. Kishan's at 197, people. He's at 197. He's a boundary away. That's the end of the over. A boundary away from a 200 score. This was his first 100. Jihan with another super chat. Nick, since 1969, Australia have won one series in India in 2004. The great side. Usually conditions in spin bowling is way too much for Australia. If Australia win one test match, I'll be happy. Need a second spinner. Yeah, you definitely do need a second spinner. And let me know who you think could possibly be that second spinner. But I think you've tempted me to do it. I think you forced me to do it. Whitewash, baby! Whitewash! Now I just screwed their chances. Now they'll lose the series. Appreciate the super chat. I did not realize it was that dominant for India. I just like to bust your chops because the last 2 times they went into Australia, they've won both those series. Besides South Africa, has the other team ever done that before? Won back-to-back test series, back-to-back tours in Australia? That's crazy. One Australia test would be held in Dharamshala. Usually helps fast bowlers. Won't be surprised if Australia wins that one. I love it. The early scouting. I don't think I've seen an India test match in quite some time. Did they play any test match against New Zealand? I don't think I've seen too many of them. Let's see what's going on there. No, they just played T20s and ODIs. Oh, Ishan Kishan was so close to a boundary there. Is he at 198? He's at 199? No, he's at 198. How dare you, commentator, tell me and steer me wrong? Man, I don't know when the last time they had a test match. It seems like it's been a long time. Not going to lie. England don't play cricket on their soccer stadiums. Kohli with a single. So the cricket grounds are smaller. The MCG regularly hosts AFL matches and can easily field 90 to 100K fans several times a year. Thank you for that. That helps me out. San Diego scared me a bit with the offer to judge, but I felt they did it the last minute, and I don't think Aaron took it too seriously. India getting to 400 would be thrilling, like the headphones. Thank you very much for that. Don't like my reading disability here. Ooh, quick single there, and it's a missed throw. And they won't take the extra run. Now he's at 199. Ishan Kishan's at 199. I'm probably keeping everybody awake right now. I don't care. He's at 199. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think he took it too seriously. I think he flew out there, right? And I'm sure him and his agent, like, hey, this is going to be great pressure on the Yankees. He had no ties to San Diego whatsoever. I just love the fact that they put their hat in the ring, so to speak, and gave their best shot. And that was their best shot. Australia's lost a third wicket. Manis goes down on the last ball before tee. Yeah, the last ball before tee. Caught by Roston Chase. Anderson Phillip bowled it. Roston Chase has had his hand in all 3 wickets so far. Let's see how England's doing. England's lost their second wicket. Oh, my word. Will Jacks out. And there's 200. There's 200 for Ishan Kishan. Come on, baby. Yes. Got the emotion going here in the 35th over. He's at 200 and there's still 15 overs left. He's got a double ton. Oh, Ishan Kishan. Gabe, where are you at right now? Where's your hate at right now? Will be the fastest 200. Previous is Gale's 138. He's got the fastest 200 ever. Oh my gosh. Yes, he probably wasn't going to play. They're saying that on the announcer saying right now, if Rohit wasn't injured. The fastest ODI century ever? I mean, probably not ODI, any century. Double century. Wow. 200. He had to have gotten this 100 on, oh man, I would say like 40 balls. Am I wrong? Can someone do the math? How many balls are they going to get the second 100? That dominant only in the last 50 years. Before 1969, Australia used to beat India too. How dare you? Don't ruin it. The world's best test batsman has just gone out. Manis. 24 years old. Ishan Kishan, fastest double 100. I'm so happy for Ishan Kishan. Oh, I'm so happy for him. I love his celebration. That gives me chills. Yes. The boys are excited for him. He's got the chains a flowing. He's like, look what I just did. I got a double century, and it's the fastest ever. Fastest. The Marna storm has been stopped. Okay, so the MCG was also there for the 1956 Olympics. And Kishan just got another boundary. 204. He's 60 away from tying Rohit. And he replaced Rohit in this match. It's rarer than a hat trick. You have seen it all now, Nick. Yes, that's true. Gabe has never seen a double ton, I don't think. I'll have to double check on that. I don't think he has. But he definitely hasn't seen the fastest one. I've seen the 10-wicket haul by, what was his name? Ajaz Patel. I've seen a hat trick. It took me a long time to see it. I have not seen 6 sixes in an over, so Gabe's got me on that. I saw the first ever WTC final. Seen World Cups. Fastest double 100. Take that, Gabe. How many 200s have there been in ODI? Great question. Let's find out. Oh, keep swinging. Might give him a cold, Ishan Kishan. Swings and misses. Yeah. Allow. Okay, so this looks like this is it. This might be a good list right here, Jihan. I don't see anything before 97. But I'm assuming this is legit. Sharma, 264. Guptill, 237. Sehwag, 219. Gale, 215. Zaman, 210. Sharma, 209. Sharma, 208. Oh! And he crushes another one! That's a 6 in the stands! 210! Gosh. He is 9. He's 10 away from having the third highest score ever in ODI. Ever. He just passed Rohit Sharma's second and third highest scores. He's now got the 6th highest score ever. To finish my thought, Sachin had a 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them before today, and now 9. Let me know if my list is correct. Looks like Magic's got the same list I have. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's very catchable. Oh, and he's done. He doesn't get the record. He's dismissed. Oh, what a fantastic inning. But Ishan Kishan. Oh, Ishan Kishan goes down the way Ishan Kishan goes down, straight in the air. But it still went so far, it went to the boundary line there. And they caught it in front of the boundary. There was 2 of them conversion, and one of them caught it. Oh, he hit that farther than I thought it was going to be hit. It was in the air for too long. And yes, clean catch. Keeps his feet in the boundary. Let's give it up for Ishan Kishan. They got 39 in the chat. 210, baby. 210. The 6th highest score in ODI cricket ever belongs to the man that replaced Rohit. I thought he was going to get it. I thought it was a foregone conclusion he was going to get the highest score ever. But this is still something going to be talked about for India fans, for cricket fans for a long time, and I'm very happy to have seen it. Sachin was the first. He would be. Yeah, Rohit having 3 is just crazy. I don't know if Rohit will ever get even close to another one. Sorry. No, I know. Only has 1 century. But still, also counts as a double century. 6th highest score ever. Wasim the Dream. It's 4 o'clock in almost in Cincinnati. He's staying up for it. Will Ishan cross Rohit's highest score? So we're behind the chat right here. Well done, Ishan. Ishan supremacy. 24 4s and 10 sixes. 10 sixes. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to stay up to see if Kohli can get a century. I want to see him get a century. Let's not start losing wickets. The other thing that we forgot about that I even mentioned, they got to 300. They're at 305 right now in this ODI match. You got Shreyas Iyer, who's playing a lot of good cricket. He's in there right now. I think that's Shreyas Iyer. England still has 2 wickets down. Australia, West Indies are still at T. Yeah, that's Shreyas Iyer. Kohli's at 85. He's 15 away from a century. I want to see Kohli's first century, and how long has that been? Please help me out. 3 years since he had an ODI century? Yeah, Lars 401. It'll never be beat. The only caveat with that is it ended up in a draw because it was so many runs scored. There's no way you can get a win out of that. But, a draw in cricket's not too bad. Yes, Willow TV. I'm also watching the Willow TV series, but yes, I'm watching this on Willow TV. You think they should declare at 500? If you're going to declare tonight, why not try to get a few more? I mean, I don't know. 500 is a lot. But I don't know how I feel about that. You leave the door open a little bit. You give them 2 days. It's asking a lot to not lose your wickets in 2 days, but you give them 2 days to get to 500. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, K. Raul. Ugh. All that trash I talked, watch. He's going to go off if he gets in there. Kudos to Ishan Kishan. A great effort before getting out. Now rooting for 400, but I'll take 350 and Kohli getting a century. Kohli getting a century is what I'm looking for. That's what I want. Hot day in Adelaide. Man alive. So you guys it's got to be still spring for you guys, but like a summer day, 95. We're really starting to cool down. I mean, we started a month and a half ago, but we're really cooling down now for Vegas, 40s, 50s Fahrenheit. Absolutely. And it's almost like you'd have to be like not only feeling really, really good, but almost like really trying to get it. That's what I would think. You're really trying to get that quadruple century, that quad, if you will. That was such a fun time watching Ishan Kishan chase that. Not chase that, but try to chase history. Kohli should get at least 2. Ooh, nice fielding there to stop that from being a boundary. Kohli's taking his sweet time. He's got to be tired. He's at 87 now, 13 away from history for Kohli. Nick, I know you never saw Harbhajan, Kumble at their prime, but would you pick them or Ashwin Jadeja, who you saw in their prime? Oh, the former, for sure. I would, just because Jadeja is a fantastic all-rounder, but I don't have him as a dominant bowler, right? Like Singh or Kumble. I don't. So that would be my answer to that. Oh, he's in nervous 90s now. 91 for Virat Kohli. He's at strike. Nice, nice. Don't try to do too much there. Get a single run. You weren't sure about that. They were trying to get him to edge it a little bit, I want to say. Back to the wicketkeeper. Played that very nicely. Little push, right? Little push to third man. Harbhajan Singh, for crying out loud. I did see him play for Punjab, but never for Team India internationally. 400 test wickets. Jeez Louise. Get out of here with that. $335. When did Warner get 335? Oh, my word. Travis Head. Jeez Louise. And Travis Head got 175 in this test match in the first innings. And the only reason he got out was by a run out. That's the worst. Labuschagne gets dismissed, but with a strike rate of 134, almost 135. Kohli's at 92. He's 8 away. The run scoring has dramatically been brought down since Kishan got dismissed. The rate he was going, I don't know what they were thinking bowling right there. That was an easy boundary for Kohli. He's only 4 away, people. He's only 4 away. And once he gets that century, I'm probably going to sign off because it is 1 o'clock. My daughter's got a friend sleeping over, and I'm just being so loud in my room right close to where they're sleeping. Hopefully they can sleep with me talking, but I am going to hopefully watch a century And that's not going to be the boundary, but that's going to be 97. Oh, man, I was hoping that was a nice little cover drive there. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see some history. Can someone please let me know, please let me know the last time Kohli had an ODI century? I've not figured out yet how to find out that kind of stuff. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's all I got to say. Absolutely crazy. So much fun. So glad I came on to stream this. So glad you guys came on with me. You guys have been a great audience. We got a small little audience tonight, but I didn't expect too much. Not streaming too much. The algorithm is fickle that way. 3 different matches going on right now. Big teams. Everyone's got their favorite team that they're watching. So I appreciate CFA Nation showing up and supporting. We haven't been posting a lot on CFA. We've just been so busy. So I appreciate everyone very, very much. August 2019. Thank you. Thank you very much. This will be Kohli's, well, this might be Kohli's 80th century. Shreyas Iyer is still on strike as this new over begins. The 39th over begins, and it's INDvBAN who likes to give it some runs. Oh, and that's an out for Shreyas. He's done. Shreyas has been dismissed. INDvBAN, I was this close to about to besmirch his name. Shot to the offside right there to the fielder in that inner circle. Sure hands. He didn't drop it. Went right to him. Right to the fielder. Right to the fielder. Great catch. He didn't do a one-handed catch, did he? I do like Bangladesh's colors. I'm not going to lie. On their jerseys. Litton gets the catch. Shreyas Iyer, 3, and it looks like they're probably going to bring in KL Rahul. Yep, KL Rahul is getting ready to go. He's getting the helmet on. Here we go. This will be Kohli's 80th century in international cricket. He will overtake Ricky Ponting. Then only Sachin is left with 100 centuries. International centuries. That is insane. Ricky Ponting, number 2. Sachin, number 1. Listen, you can have guys run into some. I'm talking about golf. You can have guys win the Masters where you didn't think we're going to win the Masters. But you can't do it consistently unless you're one of the all-time greats. Ricky Ponting, yes, please, one of the all-time greats. Sachin, absolutely. Kohli, absolutely. All right. Is he streaming right now? That's awesome. Appreciate you, John, for sticking around, for coming in and out. Appreciate that. Go Annoyed Jack. I'm going to stick around for 3 more runs. KL Rahul's on strike. Appreciate everyone. Thank you, Jihan. '72nd century. How many international centuries does Virat Kohli have? Not right now. Yeah, this would be a 72nd. Where did he get 80 from? 27 in Test, 43 in ODI, and 1 in T20, which happened this year, September. Most centuries in international cricket. KL Rahul gets it past the fielder. It's going to be a 2. Ooh, that was close. He wanted 2. He didn't want to get Kohli on strike against INDvBAN. I'm surprised by that. Okay, so most hundreds. Okay, so he is still tied with Ricky Ponting, but it's not at 80, it's at 71. Good on you. I did not believe you. Thank you, Wasim the Dream. Absolutely, Jihan. Appreciate you so much. Disappointing for Shreyas R. We were just complimenting him. Raul should stick to this one for a single, and we'll see if Kohli can get a boundary on or can get 3 runs in this over. We'll see if he can do it. Let's see what Kohli can do. Ibadot's bowling. He's been very generous, but he did get that wicket. He did take Ishan Kishan's wicket. The biggest wicket so far. Oh, and Kohli, that should be a boundary. That's a 6. He's got his century. He's got his first ODI century from August of 2019. Over 3 years. Give it to my man. Give it to my man. 44 ODI tons. Let's go. Come on. It's all good, Magic. Century. Let's get it. 100. Second all time. Yes. Gets a 6. Going in style. He wants to break through that barrier that's been stopping him for over 3 years, where clowns like myself has been dissing him time and time again. Let's get it. I love it. I love this from Jitesh too. I love this from Jitesh. This is therapy. Exercising demons. And after the 6, Kohli gets a single. Why are you making noise? That was even close to being a run out. Yeah, right? That's a good point. He's got a T20 century here in 2022 at the latter half. He's got the ODI. Now he needs a test. Really exercise those demons. Great point. I can't believe I finally saw it. I have not ever seen a Virat Kohli century. Now, I don't watch every single match, but I haven't had a chance to see one because he hasn't gotten one since I started watching cricket, ladies and gentlemen, and he's got one. And I've seen it live on the same night I saw Ishan Kishan get 210. And I almost did a stream tonight because it's been forever. What a great match to come back on. Hey, Nick, why do you watch so much India cricket? Well, first of all, I'm a fan. Second of all, look at what happens. Magic with the updated list right here. Sachin, 100. Virat, 72. Ponting, 71. Let's get it. Let's get some Virats in the chat for crying out loud. Some VKs. VK 100, VK 72, whatever you want to put it in the chat. I love it. Absolutely love it. You need an update list. You need to update. He's now got 72. Jeez Louise. There it is on the screen right there. Sangakkara was 63. Jacques Collis with 62. Jacques, she says. Oh, he runs the track. He runs the track for another 6. He's at 110. He is cutting loose right now. Oh, my word. He did come down the track. That was a thing of beauty. Oh, so graceful on his feet. Like a dancer there. He had almost both balls of his feet land at the same time. Gets a 6 straight ahead. India's got 47 boundaries, 12 sixes, 35 fours. And Kohli gets a single, 111, 3 ones. That's a good omen right there. Australia's still bad. They've only lost 3 wickets. England is not doing the Boz ball, and they have not lost a 3rd wicket. They're taking their sweet time here. They need to be careful. They lost 2 quick wickets. They only lead by 122. If Pakistan can bowl them out for like 100, 110, that's going to make them very, very nervous. That was a beautiful shot. There we go. Let's get some Kohlis in the chat here. VK72, VK the King. What a shot. The run machine. Yep. They just called it. We had it first in the chat here. First century since August 2019. And I saw it live here with CFA Nation. If you missed it, if you're just coming on because you were so mad about the first 2 losses against Bangladesh, it's not that India team this time, baby. Ishan Kishan got 210. He got the fastest double century of all time by like 10 balls or something. He got the 6th highest score ever in ODI. And now you got Kohli with his first century since 2019. Let that set in, people. You guys got to react to Sangakkara. We've reacted once or twice, but we need to. What's up, Han Solo, Mister? I don't say hi to you. What's cracking? I see you trolling me on people's channels. It's all good. I love it. Absolutely. I don't know if Gabe would want to do that to his eyes. There it is. There it is, Hans. You know, how I guarantee if there was a goat streaming, staring at the vast wasteland in front of him, you would say that would be a better stream. Wonderful tonight seeing Kishan and Kohli with their respective batting displays. Now I'm rooting for their win, especially after losing the first 2 with such close margins. Want a blowout. Summer blowout? Wow. Kohli is at 112. It's a thing of beauty. It really is. What performances? Kishan 210. Kohli 112. Kohli's really feeling it. I can see him get to at least 150. I'm going to be greedy like that. Wow. No. I wasn't calling Jack a goat. I was talking about just a goat. If there was a goat doing nothing, he would enjoy that. Han Solo. That's strike 2. It's a line from Nutty Professor. Oh, man alive. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. And no, it's not because of Han. It's because it's 111. Kohli's at 112. Maybe I should wait till 112. But I'm going to, shut my mouth so people can sleep in my house. I really appreciate everyone joining me here today. We got to 40. Didn't think we'd get that high this late stream here. Really appreciate everyone supporting the channel as you always do. Let me say thank you. Very sincere thank you. Going to try to stream a lot more consistently. But I had so much fun being on here with you guys for over 2 hours and, be able to see some history. 2 different types of history I got to see in one half of an innings when I came on. It's been 25 innings or so. Absolutely fantastic. We will definitely be here for the auction, but hopefully we'll be here before that. But that might be the next live stream. Hopefully one before that. We'll definitely be here for the auction. Please don't forget to like on your way out. Please do hit the like button right now before you leave. Let's see, how many likes do we have? Oh, got hit in the mommy daddy button. How many likes do we have? 36 likes? Something like that? No. 49 likes. Help us get to 50 likes. Someone hit that 50th like, please. Thank you, Vignesh, Magic, Ravi, Han. Yes, you will. Harsh. And the movie star. And everyone else, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Check out our next video coming out, hopefully not too long from now, but you never know with us. And have a fantastic day. Enjoy the World Cup football. Here's the last ball I'm going to watch, and Caro crushes that for a boundary. Nice shot. He's at 8 runs on 8 balls. 52. Thank you so much. You got us to 50. Got the half century. Appreciate it so much. And until next time, adios. History, baby.